Okay, so the people who do the things and the stuff came and dug out this, whatever you call it, sand river out of the sand under that bridge because of all the recent rainfall, most likely. However, the problem is now when you're just a regular guy taking a walk down the beach, I came across this and now I got to get across it. I don't feel very confident making that jump. I'm getting old. When I was a kid, I would have done it. I don't even care. I don't even have thought about it. I think I'm turning into an old man. One way or another, I got to get across. If I go over here, it's shorter. All right, here we go. I'm going to make this attempt on camera. It's not that far right here. It's only like 4 feet. If I can't make it, damn it, man, I can't get a running start. There's this stuff here. Boy, oh boy. I don't want to drop this camera. I'll be feeling real dumb if I do. Okay, it's like a 4-foot jump. I mean, I do have a, like, stride. I'm tall, not that athletic. There's people up there and they're looking at me, and if they see me fall, I'm gonna feel dumb. It's all about me, you understand? Hey, listen, I'd like to address that topic real quick. We spend too much time as humans thinking about what other people think about us, when the truth of it is, people don't think about us that much. They think about themselves. We're all worried that everybody's staring at us, while everyone else is worried that everyone's staring at them. That's the truth. It's called the spotlight effect. I suffer from it some of the time. What are you gonna do? Damn it, man. This is scary. Okay, I'm not even gonna do it. I'm just gonna take my I'm gonna take my shoes off. I'm gonna walk. Now maybe I could do it. All right, here we go. Oh, there's a branch there. You know, this is what you see on the TV and movies. In real life is. All right, I can do this. Is nobody around now? There are people around. There's always somebody somewhere, you know? I'll tell you. I barely made it. There's my footprint. I did make it, but I barely made it. I almost dropped the camera. There's water on the camera. You can't see it, but there is. Anyway, there you go. Okay, I took a minute to get resituated here after that jump. There's water on my phone. I can't really clean the water off. And I got splash water on my polo, my Ralph Lauren. You understand? This is like tragic for me right now, okay? You don't care. I wouldn't care if I was you. Hashtag facts, as the kids say. Hello, and welcome back. No one has ever started YouTube videos by saying, welcome back, except for me, because I'm just that original. Okay, that's probably not true, but I like to tell myself stuff like that, even though it typically doesn't work out in reality. Anyway, I'm Jeff Roche, also known as the Man Strikes Again, or TMSA for short, and I'm at San Buena Ventura Beach today. This will be my second YouTube video in January 2026, but it will be my first time at the beach this year. So you and me were experiencing it together right now. And there's some seagulls. You probably can't see them. They're very small. You will see behind me that the clouds are still here, even though the rain has gone away, at least for now. Thing about this area, if you're not from here or don't know the area, is that we have periods of time where there's no clouds at all, ever. For a couple months, won't see a single one. And then we have periods where there's, in fact, you know what? Locally, they call it, let me see if I can remember it right. May gray, June gloom, July gray sky, and August foggus. It's cheesy, but it's easy to remember. And because those are typically the most overcast or the most clouded, I don't know, whatever. Anyway, I've been in the Ventura area over 3 years now. And you know what? For a guy who lives 15 minutes from a beach, I don't come to the beach very often. I've never surfed. I've probably never even spent a day at the beach. I haven't. I know I haven't. And I don't surf and I don't fish. Although living here and meeting people, that is a subject and a question I get asked a lot. And my question for me right now is, why don't I come to the beach? I mean, look at this view of Ventura. I believe that's the Pierpont neighborhood right there. And over there is the only tall building around here. It's called Crown Plaza. And I mean, look at this coast. Look at this gorgeous, flawless coast. This ain't even a nice day. I mean, every day is perfection because God doesn't make mistakes, but you know what I mean. I think I know what I mean, so I think you know what I mean too. And so now I've lived here in the Ventura area. There's Ventura City and Ventura County, right? Ventura County is directly north of Los Angeles County. The two feel like they overlap each other a lot, in a lot of ways. Like Ventura, the city, is really in the greater Los Angeles region. I'm only like 50 miles away, probably, from Los Angeles, maybe not even that. And you know, the 101 freeway makes it very easy to get there. And you know, if you know the area, then this is all obvious, common, general knowledge I'm telling you. But if you don't know this area, then you probably ain't gonna know. Okay, I haven't really been on social media since July of last year. And now it's January, so that's like a good 6 months almost. And so like, well, number one, I can't beat the doom scrolling. That's why I don't go on there. But like, it got me thinking recently. In my lifetime, I've now lived long term in 3 very different areas. I was born and raised in South New Jersey from birth until I was 34. At 34, I moved to Palm Desert, California, which was very drastic to go from South New Jersey to the California desert. I spent the next 8 years there. And then 8 years later, I accepted a job offer in Santa Barbara, which led me to move here to Ventura. And again, if you're not from here or familiar with the area, you will not know that Santa Barbara and Ventura are separated by about 30 miles of coast. So you drive right up the coast to Santa Barbara. And also, Santa Barbara is a little out of my budget currently. But 51% of the Santa Barbara workforce also drives in from other areas. Ventura, beneath Ventura, you got Oxnard, right? So that's a little bit about this region. You can look up on a map pretty easily. Anyway, in the time that I've lived in these 3 very different areas, I've met a lot of people along the way, right? You know, I mean, obviously there's where I grew up and went to high school and did drugs and other bad stuff before I got my life together back in the year 2004. I know a lot of people there. Most of the people that I know still now are from there. But then there's all the people I met when I lived in the Coachella Valley. And then there's the handful of people I've met in the last few years in Ventura. So when I do actually go on social media apps, especially when it's been a long time, and I see the people's posts going up the newsfeed, I don't even know who anybody is half the time. I know, like, I got 1,500 friends or something like that. And I don't even, I mean, that's not any great drastic number in a land of social media where people have hundreds of thousands of millions of connections and followers. I know that. But the point is, it's more than enough that I can't remember. Sometimes I have to really, really think back about where I met somebody, if I met them once or twice. And sometimes I can't remember at all. And it's interesting. Like, it's maybe somewhat unique statistically that in my lifetime I've lived long term in 3 totally different places now, right? Yes, no, I don't know. Either way, look at this view, look at this ocean. I mean, my Lord, as I was saying, God don't make mistakes. He makes flawless, beautiful, incredible scenery. And just freaking look at it. It's something. It's really something. And if we go out here on this rock formation thing, this is what's known as a jetty. It was installed here, man-made, at some point intentionally to prevent some kind of natural phenomenon that happens in the water. Whirlpool, maybe. And these rocks are tricky to walk on, but it's very dry out here right now, and the sun is still up, so I feel reasonably confident to walk on them. I'm disrupting nature right now. Look, there's the birds. Hold on, let's see. Right there. He's like, bro, what are you doing out here, bro? This is my spot. This is my territory. People don't come here and they don't bother me. Sorry, Mr. Bird. Okay, I came a little further out here to get this view, and I could walk to the end, but it's tricky. These rocks ain't made for, this is not designed for humans. Not for humanity, no. But out there, all the way out there, you can see it's like a boat, fishing boat or oil or something. I don't even know. But look at this beautiful ocean. Look at these waves crashing. You see? Why don't I come here more often? It's peaceful. It's serene. It's life. I'm pretty sure I've shown a little bit of this in some other videos, but that's not the point. Now we're gonna walk back. Yo, this is not easy to do, okay? I'm actually kind of not that smart. I mean, I'm a level-headed, sensible guy, but these things can be really, really dangerous. I don't want to be on the news because man falls on jetty rock and injures self or whatever. That kind of stuff happens, you know, it does happen. It's terrible, but it happens. So I'm gonna be very, 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 very careful. Very, very, very careful walking back over these rocks. And there you go. Okay, we've safely made our way off of the jetty rocks. Yeah, I'm a little winded because I don't move enough probably. And I just want to say thanks for your concern. I'm okay, but thanks. And that building right there is like, you can see the roof to the right of the lower building, but that building right there, that building is state of California beaches, and it's like an extra lifeguard tower type thing, not lifeguard, but like, so if something is going down, they can see it. Although it doesn't look like there's anybody in there. Then again, I don't know. What do I know? The point is the building's there to keep the public safe and such. As you can see, honestly, I don't know if you can really tell, but I'm actually physically a lot closer to the ocean, and I'm not in the water. I have shoes on. If the tide hits, I might be in trouble. It's a beautiful January winter's day. There's a helicopter flying over, but I don't know if this mic's picking it up. And there he goes, doing whatever, helicopter stuff, I guess. It's a new year, 2026. I'm in Ventura. A new time to go on fun adventures and create more, hopefully, entertaining videos for you to see on my channel. And in the meantime, my name is Jeff W. Roche, and thank you so much for joining me